Welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to another lineup video. Now, I've done some lineup videos over the weeks, over the months, but this feels really urgent. This is really different from every one that I've done because most of them are like, you know what, how Arsenal can line up with Thomas Partey, new signing, but this one is very urgent. Since the last international break to the next international break, which the players have gone for now, we've played 4 Premier League games and scored 1 goal. 1 goal in 4 games. Arsenal scoring 1 goal in 4 games, and the 1 goal was from a penalty kick. So basically in the Premier League since the last international break, we have not scored a goal. How depressing is that? So what should be done going forward? What can Arteta do go for? I know some people have had saying Arteta should be sacked, you know, Arteta's tactics. No, but we need him to change some things. Not even a few things, like 3, 4, 5 things need to be changed for the next games now. We've struggled at home in every single game this season. Even against Malmo, is it Malmo? Molde. Against Molde and against Dundalk at home, we struggled to get off the blocks quickly. Like the goals came in the second half and stuff like that. We struggled in those games. So we definitely need to change something. Listen, yes, we have one of the best defensive records, or we had the best defensive record in the Premier League before losing 3-0 to Aston Villa. And I don't think anyone can complain about that. We've seen us conceding 8, 7, 6 over the years. So there's no one who will complain about losing these games or keeping clean sheets or losing just 1-0 when you're losing. No one wants to be trashed 8-0. But you have to get a balance. When you see you've conceded more goals than you've scored, it's always very worrying. We've scored 9 and now I think we've conceded, I think, more than 10 or something crazy like that. So definitely there's something wrong. Yes, he's improved the defense, kind of. We're not conceding that many goals, of course, before the Aston Villa game. Like even the likes of City only scored 1 against us when they only scored 3 over the years. But there has to be a balance. We cannot sacrifice our attacking totally and go defensive, because when it doesn't work and you concede a goal and you have no other way or no plan B of scoring a goal, you all of a sudden you're in trouble because the opposition will score a goal and you have no plan B of scoring a goal. So we definitely need to change that. So how can we change that? In this video I'm going to be talking about two different kind of formations you can use. The one at home against teams like Burnley, teams like West Brom at home, no disrespect to them, and the other one is the away games to teams like Tottenham and Everton that are actually coming up in the next couple of weeks before the next year. We are going to face all those teams away and those teams at home, the likes of Burnley. So we need to do this. So the first lineup I'm going to talk about is the home lineup. Home games. It's actually funny that before the Leicester game we had gone the entire year without losing at home, but we definitely struggled to score goals. So what can be done? So this is the formation I'd go for at home from now on. In goal, of course, I'd stick with Leno, obviously, and then I'd definitely go for a back 4. This back 5 at home against teams like Dundalk, I do not want to see. Yes, you'd understand it when you're facing Bayern, Real Madrid, City. That is fine, but when you need to attack and the team you're playing has conceded 7 goals, 8 goals in the last 2 games, you need to attack them. We know Aston Villa doesn't have the best defense in the world, so we need to attack them. At the back, you have to go for Bellerin on the right. Okay, you don't have to, you can go for Niles, but it's just what we have right now. You cannot go for Cedric, so you have to go for Bellerin. For me, Niles can be used as cover, especially on the left side when we're playing a back 5. I'll come back to that. And then in the middle, I'd have Gabriel and Luiz. Now, for the United game, Holding was fantastic, and I was actually praying that he started against Aston Villa because he had such a good game. It would be unfair to drop him. But this time round, we need Luiz to come back. Luiz this season has been one of our better attacking potentials in terms of passes and crosses. He's one of those players, when he has the ball, he can pick out a pass. And there's one game, I think in the Europa League, I think it was against Dundalk, he was our best player in terms of creation in that game. So we need him in this lineup alongside Gabriel, his Brazilian partner. And then in the middle, I'd go with El Neni, Partey and Dani Ceballos. Thomas Partey can bomb forward sometimes. Dani Ceballos, we need his creation in the middle. Dani Ceballos is playing in this team. Yes, he has ability to pass the ball and cross the ball and all that, like pick out a pass better than most of the people we have. But I know if you had better quality, he'd be on the bench. But as of now, we have no one there. You can argue that Willock deserves a chance because he's played very well, man of the match performances in the Europa League. But I don't think like he'll completely change everything for us. So I'd have Dani Ceballos there with Partey and Elneny. When we are being attacked, you can turn to a solid to a solid midfield three, and when you have the ball, two of you can push forward, something like that. You can, as long as you communicate, one can push back, two can stay forward, something, just communicate. And then my front three would be Saka on the left, Pepe on the right, and Aubameyang up front. Now, I'm tired of seeing Aubameyang on the left, and it's just not just because I've seen people saying it. Every time I watch an Arsenal game and I see Aubameyang on the left, I'm like, we have the best striker in the world, and he's on the left trying to defend against Mo Salah, trying to defend against Mahrez, trying to defend against Adama Traore. No, that is not where I want Aubameyang. I want Aubameyang up front taking those chances that Lacazette has been missing. I don't hate Lacazette. I don't want him to be sold tomorrow, no. But he needs to be benched now because he's missed so many opportunities in all these games, and he needs to correct his game now. He needs to look himself in the mirror and see what he needs to do. But as of now, he's not good enough. Watkins in the game looked like the player who cost 50 million, and Lacazette looked like a £5 million player. So Aubameyang needs to start up front. Definitely needs to start up front. And then on the bench, you can have Ranasson, Holding, Niles, Xhaka, Willock, Lacazette, Nketiah, Willian, whoever you want to be. And of course, also in the team, you could decide who you want to have between Elneny and Xhaka, because Xhaka is better in terms of passing, but Elneny is more solid these days than Xhaka, so Elneny would be in my team. And then that is the first lineup, the home lineup against the likes of the smaller teams at home where we need to attack. The away lineup now, he can go for whatever he wants. Let me put it on screen right now. He can go for all the tactics he wants to play, or he needs to play, or he's been focused on playing. I'd have no problem with him playing a back eight away to Man City. If it works, it looks good, because the way it worked against United away, it looked very good. That day now, you can play a back five with Bellerin on the right. You could have Luis, Gabriel, and Tierney as the back three. And then you could have Niles on the left. You've seen him doing so well against these top teams on the left. So start him there. And then in the middle, you can go for Partey and Elneny. And then up front, you could have Saka on the left, Aubameyang up front again, and then Pepe on the right. You can even have Nelson, whoever you want to have on that side. And then on the bench again, Ranasson, Holding, Xhaka, Willian, Lacazette, and Nketiah. No disrespect to Willian, but since the Fulham game, it has not worked. Like, you can be poor on one side, but not on both sides. You cannot be poor in terms of finishing your chances, crossing the ball, decision-making up front, and you're still poor in terms of covering, coming back with the left back, coming back with the right back, defending. You cannot be poor on both sides. We've seen him being subbed in every game, and sometimes I even cry for him to be subbed early because he's been very, very poor. Like, he's not giving us what we need. At Chelsea, I always saw him up with like a player with energy. Like, he has energy, will push, but at Arsenal, he's not doing that. So those are my two lineups, at home and away. Of course, I could do this video for like an hour and break down everything, but I just wanted to keep it short, like 10 minutes. So the home lineup, play a back four with Bellerin, Luis, Gabriel, and Tierney. Play a middle three of Elneny, Partey, and Dani Ceballos. And then the front three, you could have Saka, Pepe, and Aubameyang as a striker. That can be put in every kind of way. It can be a 4-2-3-1 and have Saka as the number 10, or Saka on the left and then Ceballos as the number 10. You can flip it however you want. And then away from home, you can have your back five with Leno, Bellerin, Luis, Gabriel, Tierney, Niles, Partey, Elneny, Pepe, Saka, Aubameyang. Of course, Elneny has been on form, but I have no problem with him switching with Xhaka, whoever plays. So that would be the lineup. We need things to change. Arsenal cannot score 1 goal in 4 games. And it's not like we've faced Real Madrid, Bayern, Man City, and Liverpool. No, we've played Leicester at home, we've played Aston Villa at home, we've played, these games that we're supposed to score in. United away from home, fine, we won the game, but such games we need to do something. We definitely need to do something. Right now, we have too many problems. Sometimes we're not creating, we are having 0 shots on target for a full game. I think this season we've already done that like twice, having no shots on target for the entire game. And then you cannot also have the problem of when you create those chances, you're missing throughout. Lacazette has missed a bunch of chances. I've seen Kete missing a bunch of chances. I've seen Pepe fluffing a bunch of chances. Willian, I've even seen Aubameyang missing a couple. So we need to take our chances. Let me know in the comment section what your formation would be at home and away from home, which players would start in the team. And if you want more videos like this, you can join my membership. I've just started a new membership. You can click the join button and be part of more videos and more exclusive videos. So yeah, disappointing to head into the international break like this, but next up, Leeds. Let's win this game. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.